Hello and welcome to today's yoga video. This is the third in our series for Yoga Month, and today we've got a sequence for you that's just going to help if you're lacking a bit of motivation. If that is the case, don't panic. It's completely normal and it happens to everybody. The best thing to do is kind of break things down into smaller chunks, and to do that I took inspiration from one of my favourite yoga teachers, Judith Hanson-Lasater, and her approach is to say one conscious breath is enough. So if we apply that here, we can do one conscious yoga pose and maybe build from there. You could do the same if you were slightly overwhelmed by a big training block. You just take it one day at a time, and if you need to, 1 mile or 1 lap or 1 length at a time. That will help you get the consistency that you're looking for in the long run and build that sustainable practice that's really, really beneficial. But before I forget, if you do enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up at the end, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the content we have coming for you soon. However, without further ado, let's get started with our yoga today. So let's get started with our energizing yoga poses today to help us overcome any slumps in motivation. I've chosen the warrior poses because they're great for building strength and flexibility, and at the same time you can invoke your inner fearless warrior to get you through the day. So let's start with warrior 2, taking your feet nice and wide, at least 3 or 4 feet apart, a nice wide stance. I'd like you to turn the right toes out and the left toes in a fraction. Make sure the heels are in a nice straight line, and then bend this right knee over the ankle and firm up the right quad. Press the feet into the floor for some activation for the lower legs so they can support you, and then inhale and just lift the arms up gently so that they're parallel with the floor. Nice job. Be aware of holding tension in the shoulders. So to help with that, take a nice big inhale and shrug the shoulders up and then let them go. Good. Feel a little heavy in the hips so that we're kind of grounded through our feet and our lower body, but then feel light through the crown of the head so the spine stays nice and tall. Look out over your front right hand like a fearless warrior, facing the future, not worrying about the past, and staying in the present with the breath. Let's hold for another nice big inhale. Exhale fully. Breathe nice and freely. Another big inhale. Exhale fully. And then just lower the hands all the way down. We're going to reverse the warrior now, so lift this right arm up towards the ceiling, stretch that back left hand down, and just feel a nice opening through the side body here, getting into all that connective tissue around the rib cage. Breathe into that space, and as you exhale, sink a little further into the legs. One more big inhale, and exhale, bring that right hand all the way down. And we'll just do a little variation on side angle pose while we're here. It's a great one for opening up now this side of the body. So gently place the right forearm on the thigh and sweep this left arm up towards the sky. And we're just going to wave this left hand kind of in a nice plane as if you were maybe drawing a rainbow in the sky with your fingertips. And you're going to feel a nice opening hopefully across the top of the left hip. Be mindful of sticking the bum out here. Try and keep everything in a nice straight line. So you may need to squeeze that right quad a little more to help you stay in that alignment. Keep pressing those feet into the floor. Make one more big rainbow. And then come up energetically all the way to standing and lower the hands down. So let's turn the feet around and go straight over to the second side. Creating a foundation, so bending that left knee, keeping the heels in a nice straight line, getting an opening across the front of the pelvis and an opening across the top of the collarbones as well. Firm up the quad, good, feel nice and grounded, and then inhale, lift those arms so they're parallel with the floor. Look out over the front left hand, good. Let's take an inhale, shrug the shoulders up, exhale, release them, good. Check the back hand is parallel with the floor. And then just gaze over the front left fingertips, feeling calm and steady, grounded through your feet, light through the crown of the head, cool and calm and collected, just like a fearless warrior. Good. Take one more nice big inhale. Exhale, lower the hands, and then just keeping the left knee where it is, allow the left arm to reach up towards the sky for a reverse warrior. Opening up that side of the body, getting into all that connective tissue, and stretch the right arm down the back leg. Good, one more big inhale here. And exhale, release the hand and come back to resting the forearm gently on the thigh. So we're going to do that variation on side angle pose. Take the left arm up overhead and then draw that rainbow again with the fingertips in the sky, taking it in the plane, this nice straight line that you've made. So again, being mindful of sticking the butt out, try and keep it underneath you by keeping those legs nice and strong. Just feel a nice opening for the shoulder here. And you can make these rainbows big or small, just kind of stretch out through the fingertips, tracing that imaginary arc across the sky. Good. One more time, nice big inhales and exhales as you move, and then come up to standing, lower the hands, take the bend out of that knee, turn the toes in, and then just heel, toe, come all the way back up to standing and have a little shake out. Good job. And we're just going to move now to Warrior 3, because it's great again for building strength, flexibility, and it'll also build our focus and concentration. So really good for re-energizing and helping us feel motivated. So turn to face the short end of your mat. Keep the feet about hip width apart and bring the hands into a prayer position at your heart center. We're going to lift up the right leg, kind of drawing the knee in towards your chest, and flex the toes. Put a little micro bend in that left knee, find your balance, and then begin to tilt forward from the hips, leading with the heel out behind you and the crown of the head forward. So kick the heel out and squeeze the quad, squeeze the hamstring, and then look down and find a point to concentrate on the ground in front of you, kind of like a focal point. You can breathe and hold here. Make a micro adjustment with the hip, maybe taking it down a fraction, because we quite often want to lift out of it here. As you can see, I'm wobbling on my 3 yoga mats. Kick, flex, hold and breathe. So really concentrate on that point on the ground, leading forward the crown of the head, stretching out the back. Good, one more big inhale here. And then using the core, lift back up to standing and see if you can draw that right knee all the way up and then place it down. Good. Have a shake out and we'll do the second side. Bring the hands to heart center. Let's lift up the left knee, drawing it in towards the chest. Begin to fold forward from the hips, keeping that micro bend in the right leg. Kick the heel out behind you, lean forward with the crown of the head, but find that point to focus on the ground, so you can really kind of zone in to help you balance. Don't forget to breathe. Squeeze the back left leg, so squeeze the quad and the hamstring to help you straighten the leg. Make a micro adjustment with the left hip to make sure we're not lifting that left hip up too much. It'll help to build strength in the opposite hip. Stretch forward with the crown of the head, lengthening the spine. Take one more breath, good job. And then using the core, make your way up to standing, lifting that left knee and placing the foot down onto the ground. Have a good shake out. Well done, everybody. A nice strength building pose and really energizing. So to wrap up today, I'd like you to come to mountain pose, placing the feet underneath the hips. Come up to standing, bringing the palms into a prayer position at your heart center. Feel the natural curves in the spine. Make sure we're not locking the knees back. So keep those quads relaxed. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale fully. And maybe close the eyes for a second, just to reflect on this practice today that's helped us kind of re-energize, find our motivation again. Be grateful for this chance to practice yoga, to move and to breathe. Thank you for joining us for this class today. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.